Okay, so anybody else want to speak? Is this
Various now. We're on proposals, agenda items.
okay? So Larry.
Okay, there's been much discussion and informal contributions made about the Trayvon Martin case, but so far we haven't had any organized discussion nor report backs on the various activities that we have been participating in. So my proposal is rather simply that the next week's General Assembly, that the general discussion topic be on organizing against police brutality and against vigilante killings such as that by George Zimmerman. That is the proposal. The other thing would be in the way of announcements is that there was some participation. Ed, who is here, can go on the Saturday scenario, but I have to attend in Anaheim. There's about 300 people protesting the cop killing, of which about 24 members of family members who had their kids shot by and killed by cops were speaking. So people that attended each of can help contribute now, so I can spare my voice and get the discussion going tonight. With the proposal is we have a formal discussion next week. Right, okay.
All right, so I guess that's it. Let's move on. We've got a proposal tonight, so Jason and your people come down there.
We have a proposal. We ready for him?
Yeah, we have a proposal.
David, come on, this is important. This is why we're here tonight.
I thought we were here for Ryan. Unity.
Patty, you're with them on that too, right?
Yes.
All right, so that just made me nervous. All right, so on various social media outlets, I'm hearing about a lot of finger pointing at people. Somebody's a liar. Somebody's calling somebody names or sexist things. I'm hearing about abuses, all in kind of in a group that's sort of the last vestige of what we are, which is like our face to the world. Is that Facebook page, and the people running it, I don't know what's going on in there. And that's the thing, is that like you've got all these finger pointing things. How would we know? There's things get buried. There's no way to look back. So I'm just saying, as a matter of transparency, keeping with principles of solidarity, we just on a daily basis collect all the text of whatever went down in the social media sandbox, cut and paste it into some other group, keep it there as a record, and then later on, 3 weeks from now, when Cheryl says somebody called her something, we can just go back, we can look, we can see. That's all I was asking for.
Okay, but there's a problem. Cheryl has blocked so many of us.
That's the thing.
And people are blocking people.
You can't see their text.
Like, I never see what Cheryl is saying.
The person who does...
And she's starting a bunch of stuff all over the place, but we all can't see it.
You can't have people blocking
show up. And you guys should be listening. Melissa, Ryan, Liz, this is about what we're talking about. Listen to what Damien is saying right now. We can't respond when we're blocked.
Yeah, and that's the thing. How are you supposed to have a conversation if everybody's blocked? I think it would be like, just again, for transparency, if people are going to block it. I remember I was in this snake pit thing a few months ago. You couldn't have each other blocked. That was like a thing at the time.
That should be a rule.
But nobody's following that rule, so...
Because that's fucking bullshit. And we're starting to...
Are you giving the proposal?
Check your language, we're all talking to Mari. You're the only one with a problem.
I'm yielding the floor
Bullshit
to Miss
is
Sunshine.
pigeon.
Can I do that?
You were not here last week, so I can check Amari.
You know what? She knows the thing better than I do, because I am not in that group.
I'm in the middle of all this.
Okay,
I showed up here.
No, she's a
No, let her sit. Let her
She's a
sit.
co-proposer on
Let her
this thing
sit.
anyway, so...
Okay, huddle up, because she is the co-proposal.
Huddle up then and
And we
speak.
can't hear.
Don't tell me to shut
Okay.
the fuck up, because I won't. Dude,
Come on!
that's what you were
Come on, I waited 2 weeks for this!
Hello, stop!
Wait,
Mic check.
So Mark said that he was not part of Occupy LA anymore, and fuck Occupy LA, and fuck Occupy Los Angeles. So I told you to walk away then.
Let's get back
You don't want to
to
be
the
a part of it,
proposal.
walk the fuck away.
Stop. What is the point of the proposal?
Point is for full
That is part of
transparency
the
in the snake pit.
proposal. If you don't want to be a
Full-
part of it, walk the
full
fuck
transparency.
away.
What?
Please repeat it.
Repeat it. What's the point of the
Sandbox.
proposal? We have a question.
In
Of
the
all
sandbox.
sandbox text for the day. Each day, everything is collected and posted somewhere else, unblocked, so everybody can read it.
Okay. Point of information. The sandbox has always been open to anyone who wants to contribute to social media. The reason it's not all public is because some of the things we discuss might not necessarily need to be discussed in public. You know, if
Everybody
you're-
good with that?
Point of clarification. Point of clarification.
Wait, Beth is speaking. Let Beth speak.
A Google Doc
Melissa,
could be
let Beth
point
speak.
of clarification. A Google Doc could still be private.
It's not your turn, Melissa. That's her.
This can't be just private to the sandbox. This is for all of Occupy LA to see what's being done in our name.
Aren't part of Occupy LA that are sitting.
Okay, this is.
Hold on.
I have a question. That's why I want to ask. You know, some of the.
Can we take Zach?
Yeah, I'll take
Can we take Zach?
I want to put it in
Yeah.
objection. This is what we're here. This is all about
Can
You still got the
Can you
pen?
let Beth talk?
I get next on. Go ahead.
That is what
Beth,
I'm saying.
continue. I just want to get behind. I want to get a lot of people here because
We
it's
never had these problems before because now the problem is personal agendas, okay? Before, the social media team stuck to only posting consented content. The stuff that's in the sandbox, do I think it should be put out in the public? Fuck no, because what it is right now is a lot of abusive bullshit, a lot more personal agenda shit being pushed. No, I don't think it should be public. But what I think it should be done is we need to work together as a group. Whoever does give a fuck about OLA, and I don't just mean by sitting here at a General Assembly,
Right
and
on.
work together and fucking people say,
That means a lot.
question people say, well, did we consent to that? Why are we posting that? Well, what are we doing? We need to go back to Occupy-related content and the things that we're talking about instead of the distractions the mainstream media causes.
Or
I mean,
ego.
come on. And the problem is, like, all of these people that we have in this sandbox, a lot of them are still people who might have been added in, but weren't added in and given the rules for the sandbox, what the workspace was supposed to be for, because initially when it was created, it was only created for the people who were at that meeting and the people who showed interest in doing work. It's turned from a workspace into an abusive space, just like that secret group Tim Trempier started. So we don't need more spaces like that. If it's just a space to post shit, sure, we could do it transparently as a space to post shit, but that space would have to be dissolved because of all the bullshit that's already in there. What it would have to be is something that says, this is ideas for posting, but not representative of Occupy Los Angeles, because people be posting things there that they want seen that don't necessarily have anything to do with anything we consented to.
1 minute.
But with all this changing shit around, how are we supposed to keep? We're always changing managers, and we're putting managers in charge of a space who don't even know what they're doing or don't even know who people are. How are we supposed to maintain control?
Question.
Hold on.
Why do we
Get
need
on
Guys
Zach,
got stacked.
Melissa.
Melissa, you guys got
Melissa,
stacked.
get on Zach.
Next.
Our social media?
You got something if you want, you can do
Tell
that.
people what's going on.
But, all right, we're done. Okay, Melissa, you gotta get stacked. Next is me, followed by Demetrius. All right, bottom line is, hold on, each other. Also, hey, we got 2 minutes. I'm gonna give it 2 minutes.
Right now. Let's keep us talking.
Let me just say it. I will. I'm talking about that. Let me open my fucking mouth.
Here.
All right, here we go.
About that. We are
I'm talking about it. I want to address something. All right, you say you're free to go down the sandbox. It's free to go on the computer and do that. You know what? That's like one of these things like, hey, in America, you're free to travel anywhere you want. Yeah, if you can afford to. But every day, I'm out knocking on doors on a hustle job, and I'll tell you, if I even have the time to get back, I might have 2 hours at the library. Many people are homeless. It's total elitism. Yeah, everybody's got a computer. Even hey, I'm serious though. How the hell can I get a computer if I'm flat broke? And you know what? For church at the library, by the time I get back, it's 8 o'clock. It's closed.
hey, I'm lucky, you're right. So I can't even have a board at all, let alone get on a private sandbox with a little like clip behind the scenes. So I just want to let you know that, people, when you think about addressing that issue, I'm neither for or against it. I'm done. Demetrius, you're next. I think it's 2 minutes.
Oh, it went down.
Beth, you better get behind me.
Alright, I hear you.
Demetrius, on you.
Alright, I've been hearing a lot of people that have been coming up here saying about, you know, I even mentioned it myself. Let's come together, let's do some real critical stuff to make people know that we out here, we there for the people. But the way I've been studying the whole thing, we can't do nothing for nobody else if we don't change ourselves. You feel me? Like seriously, there's still a lot of favoritism going on. There's still a lot of personal vendettas out for certain people that's still going on, regardless of what. If you're gonna actually go out, stand up to these big, how rich idiots, I ain't wanna cuss, but these idiots, we have to change ourselves. We have to literally put our heads together. All of us can literally, we have different ideas. We're not dumb, we're smart. A lot of us graduated out of college, went to grad school, whatever you did, you're still smart. Come together, do something critical. Fuck all the beef, the problems. I don't like this person, I don't like that person's this color, all this other bullshit. Put that shit aside and just do the fucking thing. Don't talk about it, be about it. That's it.
I'm done. Next, I have Beth. Beth, addressing the proposal. Go.
I think that social media, if it just stuck to what we consented on as the GA back in December or January of 2011 or 12, that we would follow the rules that we consented to back then and continue to follow those rules and only do, what we've consented to and post no more other than that. And stick to that kind of stuff. Solidarity posts. And stick to this so we won't have these arguments. We won't have these problems because we're not trying to push our personal agendas. If you want to push your personal agenda, make your own page. And guess what? We have lots of affinity group pages you guys can help with too. And yes, it is a very privileged thing to be arguing over what we're doing on the computer. That's why the social media team always tries to just do what we agreed to at GA because it's unfair to do anything everyone else can't talk about. And having meetings online is even worse for that purpose.
Hey now, I remember those GAs, those battles.
All right.
Remember those GAs?
Does anyone wish to address the proposal? And I still don't even have a clarification on what the proposal is. Sorry, I just had to ask. Does anybody have a clue what they're proposing?
Yeah. Stop talking shit and keep occupied. LA, hey now.
Can I clarify?
Yes, I like that. Melissa's got the buck. Go.
I would like to reflect back to show what I've learned about empathic listening of what the proposal is. It's the proposal that we would save somewhere for Occupy LA to view the daily kibitzing of the sandbox.
Kibitzing, that's the word I would use.
Okay, for those that don't know, kibitzing is a Yiddish word for what Beth said is like bull crap, or what I believe Cheryl Eichley refers to as a penguin, but I can't get any confirmation of what the penguin means. So,
are you talking to Cheryl?
I'm talking online.
Where is Cheryl?
On the computer, watching now.
Are you there, Cheryl? Are you
She
serious?
watches everything.
She got banned from chat, so I don't know.
So anyway, is that correct? Is that correct?
Yeah, pretty much it.
Okay, so
The actual mechanics of how this would be done could be dealt with later. There's not like any hurry.
Quiet, please.
point of clarification, was this proposal presented online 48 hours prior till tonight?
No,
There is no online, Melissa.
Fact doesn't respond.
That doesn't work.
Okay, so I would like to amend the proposal. Could I get a temperature check? That this be the 48 hours, and that I would suggest that you go back and clarify how you would do that, because otherwise, I think those of us.
Wait. Melissa, are you talking about Cheryl's poll?
No, we're talking about do we want everybody to see how we embarrass ourselves publicly online on the daily?
Yes, let's embarrass transparency.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so.
I'm not embarrassed.
Okay,
I'm
well,
having fun.
Are you in that group?
it's hard to embarrass me.
Just to be
It's
clear,
very, very
I'm not
difficult to embarrass me.
Okay,
And
so-
I am embarrassed by what goes on in OLA social media. But I did wear my bikini in case show came. Mud wrestle. I came to mud wrestle because I'm willing to do whatever it takes to mediate and not player one. But I don't want to do it in front of everyone.
Flash it again. Come on, flash one time. Come on.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you. So can we get a temperature check? Should we send this proposal back? Why don't we do a 5-minute workshop on how would that even look to put our dirty drawers online?
I don't have
Does
any.
anybody want to talk about their dirty drawers
I
for
don't
5
have
minutes in a discussion breakout group or no?
5 minutes.
Is there food here?
I know, we look at
Oh my god, I think there's food. Oh my god, I think there's food. Let's go get the food.
Is there food here?
I see people eating. The food committee showed up. So what happened? Do you want to vote on it right now? If we vote on it now, it's going to get voted down.
What, your nakedness?
No, everybody liked my nakedness. Or did anyone feel that was patriarchal in nature?
Naked?
Can we get a temperature check? Was anyone offended by me flashing my boobs?
I didn't see that.
We need this to be a safe space for men and women. Although, if anyone was offended, you should know that you could live longer looking at
Are you gonna do it
my boobs or any boobs.
I saw a lot of things. I don't
Do you want to vote on it now?
Yeah, I don't want to come down here again.
What's
What's that?
I'm gonna get some food. He wants to vote on it now. Is anybody chatting? What are you eating?
What are we eating? What are we eating? What is it?
Chicken pork.
Chicken what?
Chicken pork.
All right, next I have under the bill. I still don't know what the proposal is. Somebody enlighten this stacker here.
It's been gone over like 3 or 4 times.
All right, Alyssa.
It's like, you guys want to
That's
do it or
because it's not printed out.
It's hard blocking down.
All right, Alyssa, you have the stack.
I don't care anymore, really.
Oh, come on.
Just, what do you
Yeah.
think? Is it
That's
like
okay
this?
to ask.
Or is it like this? It's very simple.
Now listen, hold on.
Okay, I say it passes.
Alyssa.
Next.
Sandbox to everybody.
The proposal is for the Sandbox, which is OLA social media workspace, to be transparent. And everything I've heard tonight is tied together because the rumor that you came here about that OLA was going to dissolve came from the internet.
It came
Yeah,
from
right.
Exactly. It came from a leak.
And I've
That's the
heard
whole
a
point.
lot of
No
people.
transparency to find out.
I've heard a lot of people talking about infighting, and there's a lot of people pretending like it's not going on. And every time I talk to people who've been around for a while, there's somebody fighting. People that surprised the shit out of me. I didn't even know they knew each other and they hate each other. So it shouldn't be a mystery that your 60 occupiers in a chat room are fighting in a highly politicized space where people put in stories about what's going on in our communities and what's going on in our world.
It's true.
I heard a concern that there's not Occupy consented things being posted. Well, Occupy LA is not consenting on anything. I've heard concerns like that Occupy LA media is not promoting Occupy LA events. Well, Occupy LA is not doing anything. Hold on a second, excuse me.
I defended that's right to speak. Now let me speak.
Get outside. Come on now, Beth.
Excuse me, why can't I speak?
Let her speak, Beth. Get outside. You got a chance.
I defended Beth's right to speak.
And listen, let me know when you
The
want
way
to.
a post is made is it goes into the Sandbox, and if it gets 3 likes from your community, it goes up. Excuse me, sir!
stack!
Okay.
Hang on a second.
Yes, yes. All right, let's get on staff.
All right.
Hold on.
This is Adam. Hang on a second.
Relax.
This is Adam.
Hey, until Alyssa's talking, I'm not going to start the clock. You got a minute and a half.
Dude! Wait, that's
Proposal, let him
I don't care. It's her. She's got it right now. You guys interrupted her. She gets a full
For
minute.
those who want to know how a post is made on Occupy LA Facebook, the people in the Sandbox community like the post.
Hey, you're interrupting.
Why is she always interrupting
You're
people?
interrupting one of your speech.
Open it up. My kid doesn't want to be running.
I know a post to people being a part of it.
Amari said he wasn't part of Occupy.
He's still discussing his proposal.
Wait, Amari said fuck Occupy LA. He's not a part of it. Why is he even here? I don't know.
Mike check.
Mic check.
I'm only trying to explain.
It is his proposal.
Oh my god.
I don't know.
Oh my god.
I asked for a voter.
That we created a long time ago, and it would work at GA in the past.
I think it works. I think it works. I defended Jack when people were Melissa was interrupting us. Melissa's my friend. I told her to shut up, let us speak.
You'd like to take a temperature check, and all you do is do this.
I did.
Unproductive things. Now, if you'd like to, that's his proposal. He gets to respond.
Did you finish speaking?
He gets a chance to speak.
So like old times, isn't it? It's so like old times. We got Love Tribe. We got the provocateur lady.
Occupy is dead.
I think that's a temperature check.
Mike check.
This is actually really beautiful. I think it's really beautiful, actually. I think it's great.
All right, that's exactly what I like.
This is Love Tribe over here. I love. This is Love Tribe over here with the
Where's Love Tribe? This is not Love Tribe with Mama Sunshine.
These two are Love Tribe.
Kick Amari's ass.
Yeah, me too, girl. Why have nothing against it? I don't know why he's so mad at me.
Why is he here? Says I am not part
Fight this bullshit! That man left the damn boat and every right just as anyone here does to be in that fucking space. He left. He just did it, and I don't gotta go back into it. If you want to make it public, guess what it is? Ask Jordan.
I'll be in there.
All right.
I'm mad. I'm an admin. I never got voted on.
It's just like old times. Look at that.
Send me an invitation. Send me an invitation. Somebody in there. And I'm just going gonna do this transparency thing. I'm just gonna do it on my own.
Where you take my sarong with you?
All right, obviously,
I'm withdrawing. I want to join social media.
Oh, the red line is across the street.
Hold on a second, Tim. I got
Love you, Alyssa.
We've been waiting for you.
See you later.
That is beautiful. This is all beautiful. This is so beautiful.
I'm trying to remain neutral because I am the moderator, but I cannot tolerate this anymore. You either are going to get down to business or I'm not coming anymore. Simple as that. I am not going to put up with the bickering.
Save yourself some
time. We're here to help each other.
He's deferred
We're
that
here for a
proposal.
cause. He's trying to give us a proposal. Nobody's fucking
He deferred it.
So I mean,
No, I withdrew it.
Out.
I'll handle it my own way.
Damn.
case closed. Any other proposals? Let's go for something new. Anybody's got anything new? Hey! Ain't nothing gonna top that.
Brothers and sisters. Wow. Damon was out with us on Skid Row taking pictures of us. He gave us a lot of the media that we needed there. Damon was in the camp taking pictures. This is some disrespectful ass shit, just saying.
Yes.
Okay? So when it comes down to it, because Damon has been with us the whole time, he's been working hard the whole time. And that's what it is. I mean, look, and exactly, it is what it is, and what it is fucked up.
It is fucked up.
it's okay.
Hey, I don't need a peanut gallery. Give me 1 second, all right?
All right.
What it is fucked up. We came together as a group because we all felt the income disparity in this country. We all felt it finally bite us. Some of us felt it for the first time bite us in the ass. Some of us have been there our whole lives. That's why we came together. That's why we want City Hall on. Whatever fucking bullshit you put in your head while you came there since then, you came there because you were in a fuck position. And what we needed to do when we first got there is tell the truth. We are not the fucking revolution. We are here to represent the single mothers that can't be out here.
Right.
We are here to represent the people that cannot do this because they have to work every fucking day.
That's right.
That's
Every
why
day.
we're here.
Yeah.
So we can sit on City Hall lawn and get high and talk politics.
7 to 8.
And I was right there fucking with you. And you know where I'm at right now? I'm in the community doing what I can.
Yeah.
Woo! And that's nothing to applaud. Hey, don't applaud me. Because I'm doing shit. My job is to empower the people. And that was our job. Now this jacking off here, fuck this. Stop it. This fucking shit, dude. I'm sitting here watching this. I got love for all of you, and it's fucking driving me crazy because y'all acting fucking dumb when I know you're smart. You were smart enough to come the fuck out to City Hall. You were smart enough to stick with this whole time. Stop acting fucking stupid. We're out here to change the system whatever way we can. We're doing the anti-eviction campaign, LA Camp. Fucking y'all are doing block watch, y'all setting up and organizing in your neighborhood. The team's kicking ass, you know? The unions are kicking ass. Jason's kicking ass with this shit. Can I say that out loud? Yeah, okay, fuck it. Fast food workers getting organized. Real shit. Alright? So that's what it is. So, that's what it is. That's all I got to say. For all power to the people, it's not a slogan. It is a fact.
Speak as long as it needs to.
Okay, it's free forum. That's true. I have other people want to speak too. Free forum.
Speak as long as it needs to.
It's very good. I'm not trying to block it, man. If you want to
All
speak.
three is kicking ass too.
I had an inquiry of how long a free forum would last, how long a person can speak for in a free forum. I'm going to put it for 3 minutes. Does anybody else want to speak? Now the person who wanted to ask that question, nowhere to be found all of a sudden.
Are you taking the red line?
Yeah.
You know where?
How long can the person speak in free forums?
Just let him do
Can I
it.
say something?
All right, you get 3 minutes. Go for it.
No,
Fly it
I
out.
just want to talk. So I think part of the problem, I heard a lot of people say, like, what are we going to do? And Occupy LA isn't really doing anything. But some people took it back to their community. And that stuff has been going up on the page as, like, solidarity shares. Because they are in solidarity. LA has consented to fight all forms of oppression. Occupy LA has consented to fight to save people's homes. I mean, do we have to come every time? Or can we take this giant megaphone that was built by every person here, people who aren't here anymore, by the actions people did, by the social media team that was putting them up, and use that megaphone to shout these people out and to drive people to their stuff? Like, I think there's a structural problem. We always supported stuff. And now you have people from your community doing stuff, and we should be amping that shit out and adding propaganda to it and propping that shit up and using that megaphone to mobilize people. Because we can't organize every march. I'm getting old. I got tons of gray hair since I set foot in City Hall. You know? And it's like, but people are doing stuff. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. I don't know. That's what I think is going on. And that's the discussion. When people talk about dissolving Occupy LA, well, what is Occupy LA now? It's a bunch of people that hang out at GA. And it's kind of a spokes council because people are doing other stuff. But
2 minutes.
and then there's always that conversation we don't have about how offensive the name Occupy is. And how many times we've been asked to change that name. And why, if we're fighting corporations, are we hanging on to our own label? You know what I mean? Like, why are we going to be branded? Why are we going to know that we're standing behind a name that has harmed millions of people? To occupy is to imprison and kill people. That's what it means to some people. So, like, the idea of, like, we don't need to be Occupy LA. We don't need to be anything. We need to be doing stuff. And we need to use that megaphone and get the word out and get people on the streets and get people out there fighting.
Yes. I like it. All right, guys. Hey, I want a chance because I get the luxury to. I gave myself 3 minutes. Bottom line is an outrage that the guy had to pull it back or withdraw his proposal. I said, hey, you want to defer it? He said, I'm just withdrawing. So that's kind of lame. Like, I don't know, maybe the scream kicking scream fest doesn't really get things done. But I'm proud that at least it was a civil outcome, you know, the whole thing. Next on I guess it's free forum, so I'm gonna give it 3 minutes as we've been doing. Anybody want to line up? All I have next is Beth and Melissa. And anybody else want to say anything in front of a lot of people?
Sergi wants to talk.
Sergi.
Real quick, it's important to remember, we do have quite the megaphone with our social media. And since the very beginning, people have tried to co-opt it for their own agendas. And that's why we had the rule of only consented actions and things we had consented on to protect ourselves from promoting something we didn't agree with. That is the problem. We have to make sure, because we've seen things promoted by organizations, you know, and then, like, for instance, the March Against Monsanto, sure, we might have agreed to promote it. Did anyone know that afterwards, the people behind it all about buy stuff from me, shop at Whole Foods, buy stuff from me, shop at Whole Foods. They are a trick put together by Whole Foods. Many of the organizers work for Whole Foods. It's really important in knowing
send me
these
email,
things and searching out what we're agreeing to promote. Because we've agreed to promote some things that afterwards we were like, oh fuck, why did we promote that? So if we're not agreeing to promote something and we're just promoting it, what are we telling the people we're following?
Yeah.
B is in Paul, M is in Mary, and beers. With an S at the end, like beers, like free beers.
Yeah, PM, beers.
Beer.
All right, clean.
Yeah.
At gmail.com.
Yeah.
At gmail.com.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've been busy. I was in a trip, and so I just came back, and I see all this fighting within ourselves, and so we were talking about a paradigm shift from the incumbent, and another word is possible.
Yeah, they can.
So here's the thing: there is a challenge not only to change the world out there, but we also need to change ourselves. We have to see that whatever ideas other people have, we don't have to take them at face value, but we can see what is the value behind what we see. If somebody is trying to do something good, we need to be able to see more than what we our own personalities wants to dictate. And so when somebody brings something, instead of fighting, maybe how can we work together and create something better out of it? Because
2 minutes.
If we just keep on fighting and fighting, how are we going to change the world if we don't want to change ourselves? We need to change ourselves first. So we have to see it from a different perspective. Rather than being intellectual, we need to be able to see what is emotion behind that and put emotion of ourselves, because there is something that is missing in society, and that is family. So we have to start thinking about if it's not family, if that doesn't trigger you in the appropriate way, what is it? There is something that needs to bring us together. And what is it? We have to search within ourselves and look for the answers. Maybe right now you will not have the answer. Maybe tonight when you're sleeping, you have that idea that's going to come to you and say, this is how we're going to change, and this is how I'm going to change myself and work together. Because there is a strength in numbers. So how are we going to get the strength in numbers if we do not have the cohesion? We do not come together. So we need to work at it. How? So here's the question for you. How are we going to have another world that's going to be possible? How are we going to have the paradigm shift? And the only thing I can see is to create family, creating cohesion.
Right now.
Good job. All right. Next, I have Melissa. If you want to get free form, Melissa, you got 3 minutes.
Hi.
You got 3 minutes for free whatever.
3 minutes for free forum.
There you go.
So, mic check.
Mic check. There's nobody here. Come on, we can hear you.
What I wanted to talk about, huddle up, y'all, is that I got the next stage. Alyssa, Beth, Patty, everybody, I got to the next stage of Never Land, of information we're never ever gonna get, the truth we may never ever see or hear, but it's the next step, and I wanted to read it to you. It's addressed to Ms. Melissa Ballin, but it's on behalf of We the People. And it's regarding FOIPA request number 122399-000. For those of you following along at home, the subject being the sovereign nation of freedom and peace. Can I get a hey now?
Hey now!
Those of you who don't remember, the sovereign nation of freedom and peace was declared by the International Pirate Party. Can I get a R? On October 10th, formerly known as Columbus Day. But this is a letter from the Federal Bureau of Investigation dated July 18th, 2013. And it says, Dear Ms. Ballin, this acknowledges receipt of your Freedom of Information Privacy Act's FOIPA request to the FBI. Your request has been received at the Los Angeles field office and forwarded to FBI headquarters for processing. Check. We are searching the indices to our central record system for the information responsive to this request. We will inform you of the results in future correspondence. Check. Future to the FBI means probably never,
40.
but at least we asked. And your request for a fee waiver is being considered, and you will be advised of the decision at a later date. That's usually right away, and they usually say no, but we believe in miracles. Lastly, you can all check the status of our FOIPA request at fbi.gov/FOIA. Please inquire about your information and what file they have on you. It's your right to know.
How much money does it cost?
FOIA.
How much does it cost?
I don't know. They're going to tell me how much it costs if they refuse. That's my time. That's what I wanted to share, everybody. Open forum.
I want to go after Barry.